Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome in if this is your first time being here. My name is Melissa. This is Empowered Gems Tarot, and in today's reading, we're going to be looking into what's next in love for you in the upcoming month of July. So I want you guys to think about the upcoming month ahead, take a deep breath, choose the crystal or card that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And when you're ready, scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey group one, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the clear quartz crystal, this will be your love reading for the month of July. So let's go ahead and jump in and start by looking at the overall energy. As a reminder, rather, this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so messages may vary in how specifically they're going to resonate with each individual viewer out there. If it's not hitting the mark and you guys want to book a personal reading instead, the link to my website is in the description box down below. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. Overall energy. So we start off with Neptune. We've got passion. And we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play at work in your love life. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get the tarot going just so we can get an overview of the energies and how they're playing out this month in your love life, and then we will dive in. But what I'm already feeling for this group one, is Neptune is here. And so I feel for a lot of my group one viewers that there is something spiritual with your love life this month that's going to be significant. There may even be some, it's like they're praying. I feel like you guys are coming into the beginning of the month of July almost feeling like you're really deeply passionate about somebody, or you're connecting with somebody and it's feeling really good. And Neptune is kind of amplifying that, right? Because it's like Neptune is this beautiful spiritual idealistic energy, and Neptune can also be idealization and just feeling like we're really seeing the best in the person, which is great, but sometimes we're not always seeing them clearly. And something is shifting and pivoting toward the ending of the month of July with regard to the situation, where there is this element of kind of saying, you know what, this feels great. It resonates with me, and maybe it's not the right time right now for whatever reason. And so those prayer hands, it's about like you feeling this feeling, acknowledging that you experienced it, but then also saying to the universe, when it's the right time, it will be here. It will come back to me. It will be permanent. Like it feels like it's something temporary this month, group one. And with you all selecting that clear quartz, it feels like whatever has been confusing, or wherever there's been illusions or projection or idealization, there's going to be clarity coming this month. Okay. Let's see, group one. So what's next in love, spirit? What's happening in their love life this month, July? We have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. One more, please, Spirit. Page of Swords in reverse. And then we also have a Queen of Wands in reverse here at the bottom of the deck. So two queens. It could be that this is about another woman, or a woman in general, for those of you that date women. These can also be just multiple facets of you, my viewer, your energy. Yeah, there's an opportunity here. There's someone here with this Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. There's some sort of romantic energy that's here. It feels like something that's new, and maybe something that ends up being a little temporary this month, where you start the process of getting to know someone, you like each other, there's that passionate energy, there's chemistry. I feel like with the Six of Cups, there's also some familiarity that you feel too. Like this could be somebody from your past, an ex, somebody who's from your hometown, or it could just be that you feel like a resonant, familiar energy with this person, almost like you've known them in a past life, or they feel similar to someone that you've known in a past life. Or a past time in your life. The Six of Cups, this energy here also has younger people in it, like children. So children could be significant here as well. There's definitely romantic feelings here with this Queen of Cups. Like I see you, my viewer, I feel this very open, compassionate energy in my heart space. I do think that there is love here emanating from you this month. And I mean, the Queen of Cups, it's a beautiful energy. It's emotionally expressive. It's being caring for somebody. It is sometimes being in love with somebody, right? Just feeling the feels for someone. And the cool thing is like, even if this person does feel familiar, maybe if they're new and it's somebody that feels familiar to a past energy you've dealt with before, or maybe they are a past person that you've dealt with before and it's like a fresh start. You guys, I think, are staying very balanced in your Queen of Cups and your emotional energy, where you have this love emanating from you. But I love the Six of Swords being next to it, because the Six of Swords tells me that you're in smooth sailing with your emotional state, right? Things feel mentally really clear, calm. There's no anxiety here. But I will say there's something that shifts toward the end of the month. I don't know if you and this person live at a distance from each other or if there's travel involved here, but it definitely feels like we go from this energy of cups and heart-centered energy and camaraderie and friendship and maybe even reconciliation for some of you. We kind of transition away from that into this Page of Swords in reverse energy, which talks about a lack of communication or an energy of naivete or not asking all of the right questions, right? It feels like something communication-wise gets cut short. And there's this energy of worth waiting for, which is saying that toward the end of the month of July, we're getting to a place where we're like, okay, maybe right now isn't the right timing. It felt good. It resonated with me. And the communication is cut off or things are moving away for a reason right now. I hope with the Queen of Wands in reverse that it's not knocking you off of your confidence too much, Group 1, because I do really feel it's something more to do with timing and external circumstances than it is to do with you, okay? So let's see. Let's see, Group 1. Tell us more, please, Spirit, about love this month for Group 1. What do they need to know? What's happening for them? What's next in love for Group 1 in the month of July, please, Spirit? We have the Screw. Okay, that's an interesting energy. Okay. We have blowing bubbles. And then we do have friendship here. There's something about the situation where it's like, with this blowing bubbles, it just feels like you're going with the flow, having fun, living in the moment. There's this very passionate yet also childlike energy to the situation where you're feeling it, it feels good, and there's not a ton of pressure that we're putting on the situation. We're just kind of living in the moment, having fun, taking it as it comes. You and this person might decide, whoever you're dealing with, that friendship is where this is going to stay for now. Because there's something about the situation where the Screw is interesting, especially coming up at the very beginning of the spread, at the beginning of the month, because this card talks about kind of getting the shaft or getting screwed or something. It says leaving quickly on it, feeling shafted, right? So there's something about this situation I really do feel that is quick, right? It's not something that is going to last beyond this month, especially. So it's a quick encounter, a quick interaction, a quick trip. For some of you, the passion might be connected to frustration or anger that you're feeling toward this person. That can definitely be a thing. And with us ending with friendship, it could even be that even though it feels good and there's love and compassion and empathy for this person, it might be that you guys find you're not that into them by the end of the month for whatever reason, or vice versa. Let's see, group one. What's happening in love this month for group one, please, Spirit? This deck is so big, it's so hard to shuffle. Yeah, surrender. Not resisting, but going with the flow, may feel mentally and physically relaxed, letting go of judgment and being mindful of the present. I think that's really a beautiful energy for you guys to be in. And I do see it here throughout the majority of this month where it's like you're just kind of releasing it, letting it go, just taking things as it comes, not putting a ton of pressure on the situation. And I think it's actually resulting in you all feeling a lot higher levels of enjoyment, right? Just being able to be present and in the moment. It's like allowing you to have more fun. It's allowing you to feel what you feel. It's no pressure. And throwing up the white flag, right? Kind of similarly to the prayer hands. It's the same similar energy of, I'm not going to force it. I'm going to tell the universe what I want through my actions, and what's meant for me will be returned to me. What's meant for me will come to me. Okay. We also have February 7th through March 19th coming up here as well. So that's kind of interesting. It's like a winter season. We have mirroring at the bottom. So you and this person could be mirroring or reflecting something back to each other that helps you understand something about the timing, maybe not being quite right just yet. So it feels like this is not a forever goodbye. I think for a lot of you guys, probably in this timeline here, 6 months from now or so, February 7th through March 19th, maybe some a little sooner. We've got December 22nd here, but the winter season seems to be significant in terms of this waiting period here. And, or for some of you, this could be somebody that you are reconnecting with and you haven't spoken since that time. But because it's kind of ending on the end of our month of July here, it seems like it's connected more to a future timeline, because Spirit keeps saying that something about the timing is just not quite right now. Okay. Also, like, winter season is synonymous with things slowing down, something being put to rest. And you guys do have some winter cards that are here with the swords toward the ending of the month of July, telling me that we start off in this summer energy of the cups, kind of like warm and passionate and loving and emotional. And then things sort of slowly cool down as we end the month of July. But again, I don't think that you guys are really bothered by it. You're in your Queen of Cups energy, right? Like feeling good, feeling how you feel, but you're not putting pressure on the situation. You're very much in control of your emotions. Okay, let's see. We have fate. This is a destined partnership. So this is a partnership that was supposed to come into your life to teach you something. Maybe that's what that mirroring energy is about. We have healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So that could be what's mirrored here. But I don't know. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're good. Maybe it's this person. And then we have second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Interesting. New love. Yeah, so I think for a lot of you guys, this is a new love. I think this is someone new, and I think that something is going to be starting or continuing through July, especially if you've already been connecting with this person in June or earlier. But I do think there's something about it fading off toward the end of the month of July and moving into a winter season and reconciling for a second chance later in time in the winter when both of you are in a different or more ready place. So this is what I see, group one. I'm curious to hear from you in the comments what is happening in your love life and how this resonated with you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in our next reading soon. Bye. Hey, group two, welcome to your love reading. If you guys were drawn to the Aqua Obsidian heart, this will be your love reading for the month of July. So we're going to begin by looking into your overall energies for the upcoming month ahead in love, and we will see what's next for you as we navigate into the month of July. Remember that this is a general reading on YouTube, so messages may vary in how specifically they're going to resonate with each individual viewer out there. So just release it and let it go if you're feeling like it's not resonant to you. You guys can also check me out on my website in the description box below if you wanted to book a personal reading. So let's go ahead and jump on in to the overall energy. Starting us off, we have the Peacock's Tail. What a beautiful card. We have Trust. And we have Getting to Know Each Other. Cute. All right. So with the energy of the Peacock's Tail, I feel like this month is emphasizing variety, possibilities, options, but also knowing that in love, or realizing that in love, that not everything is going to be black and white, right? This card really allows for complexity and nuance and a deeper understanding of unique and different perspectives. And I think it makes a lot of sense, right? Because you have getting to know each other here. This says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I feel like there is something about someone you're getting to know, or maybe even multiple people that you all are getting to know, where you're learning to look at things through the unique perspective of the person, of the situation, honoring the nuances versus being so cut and dry or black and white. And I do feel for some of you, this is difficult, right? Because there's the energy of trust as you open up the month of July, right? This says the situation is calling for you to have faith. So I'm wondering if coming into July, or just in the past in your love life, if some of my group 2 viewers have been more black and white in their thinking, or more rigid in their thinking when it comes to love, meaning you've got like your rigid rules and boundaries, and this is what I'm going to tolerate and this is what I'm not going to tolerate, and so on and so forth, or maybe even standards that you've set. And I feel like whatever this situation is, it's attracting you in because it's like not black and white. Like there's something about it that's adding color. There's something about it that's unique, and it's sparking your curiosity here. Okay, so let's continue group 2. So tell us more, Spirit, for group 2 about what is happening in love. What's next in love the month of July for my group 2 viewers? As I'm parting the deck, the Queen of Swords in reverse. So softening a little bit. What's next in love, Spirit, for group 2, month of July? Okay, we do have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. The 4 of Swords in reverse. And then we do have the 5 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Interesting. Some of my group 2 viewers, I feel like you are dealing with a situation here where maybe somebody has kind of, oh yeah, there's someone here, this 2 of Cups, somebody that you feel emotional harmony and resonance with, and that you guys had what felt like a really beautiful bond. I feel like you and this person are quite different. Hence, going back to the black and white thinking and releasing that. If we look at this card, we have a mermaid and we have a human, two totally different worlds coming together in harmony. But there's something about this situation where I feel like you guys are possibly feeling a little bit abandoned here, or this person has sort of iced you out. And what I want you guys to know is that this person is not in a good place. They feel unworthy, or they feel like they don't have anything to offer you. You know what's really interesting is that if we look at this card, the masculine in this card is very much grayed out, kind of thinking about that black and white, right? And the feminine is a mermaid, right? And she is glowing, and she has this abundance, and she has this prosperity and support that she is trying to offer to this masculine, and he does not feel deserving of it. And so he's shutting her out. He's not even looking at it. And so I'm wondering if for some of you guys, somebody here has shut you out or is shutting you out as we navigate through the month. And it's maybe bringing up some abandonment wounds for you, or making you feel like you're the one that's not worthy. I just think it's important for you to know that that's not what's happening here. This person doesn't feel worthy of you, right? And so they're trying to minimize and sort of shut you out of the situation. Now, what's interesting is I see you, my viewer, as being abundant and prosperous and having effort, energy, and resources to give when it comes to love. I see it here with the 5 of Pentacles in the undertone, but I also see it here with this 8 of Pentacles. Now, what's really interesting is when we look at this 8 of Pentacles, do you guys see how there's like a line of people waiting here to exchange energy with her? I think that for you guys, there is probably more than one person that you could be connecting with this month, or you're starting to open yourself up to the possibilities that there are people out there who genuinely want to exchange energy with you, who actually have something to offer you in exchange for what you can offer them. This situation in the undertone is sort of like, it's somebody who doesn't have anything to give you right now, right? Whether that's self-imposed, whether it's the truth of their situation, whether it's just their self-worth telling them that, whatever it is, you're starting off, I think, with an abundance mindset this month, seeing all of these different opportunities to put effort into connections that actually invest back into you, right? And so this 8 of Pentacles it's an interesting energy for love because it's not inherently romantic. It is about putting in effort, putting in work, refining your craft. For some of you, this could have to do with work. There could be a connection to the work you're doing, but I see it as you getting out there and just seeing who is out there and who is in line wanting to actually exchange and reciprocate with you. And maybe that's the work, trusting that there are people out there who want to invest back. And maybe that's different for you, right? Maybe it's different for you. Maybe there is more than one person here, and that's different for you. I kind of saw that in this card too. You guys see that, how there's like a group of people here hanging out. This could even just be about you guys going out and socializing and making friends more versus love. Because again, the 8 of Pentacles isn't inherently romantic, but we'll see. We'll get more cards here in a minute. There is, with this Page of Pentacles in reverse and this Knight of Swords in reverse, there is kind of a message here around curiosity and communication, right? So the Page of Pentacles in reverse can sometimes come about when we're not learning the lesson, we're not curious, we're not looking at it from all the different perspectives that we can look at it. So some sort of information is blocked. Same with this Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse talks about misguided communication or pulling back communication, or not really having a coherent plan when it comes to what we're doing, where we're going, and how we're talking. So it is interesting that we see that here in the middle of the month. It definitely feels like whoever this is at the bottom of the deck, we're pulling back our energy from. But I would just watch for, you guys, if you find yourself stuck in that black and white thinking, stuck in that rigid way of thinking, I do see that popping up here. And so when you're out and about and you're connecting with people and you're learning to trust the ones that come forward and want reciprocation, I would challenge you with this Page of Pentacles to be curious, right? To think about what questions you can ask. What can you learn from the situation? Even if it's just a friendship or a work connection. What can it teach you about yourself? I definitely feel like this Four of Swords in reverse it's like you're at the end of the month, you guys are coming out of a time of rest, right? If we take a look here, she's literally put on ice. It almost looks like they're mourning her, which is kind of sad. Maybe that's been a situation for some of you guys. You've been grieving the loss of somebody. And toward the end of the month, there is a turn to sort of come out of hiding or to come out of a period of rest. So let's keep going. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about group 2? And what's next in love in the month of July? I feel like I've been rambling for a long time, group 2. What is next in love for group 2? Okay, let's just get one, please, Spirit. We have kicking it. In control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, trying to score, team player, and accomplishing a goal. Love that. That could be connected to your work. That could be connected to you guys cultivating these new relationships. Maybe even some of you guys play a sport over like the summer season or through the next month, like kickball, or it definitely feels like there's something about you connecting with other people besides whoever has left you out in the cold here. We do have sunshine, good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things going well. Well, that's really nice to see. One more here. And then we do have wicked. Okay. I think you guys are like starting off the month feeling really in control of maybe like letting go and releasing of that situation that we talked about at the bottom of the deck. And I just see you guys being more in like enjoying the people who are around you, the people who reciprocate. There might be a little bit of like a temptation toward the end of the month to re-engage with that person or to come out of this like block of rest and this block where we're not communicating with them. Because that wicked energy does talk about like, you know, temptations and things of that nature. So there could be something about the situation where someone here isn't fully honest or there's some antics afoot. But again, maybe that's a part of the lesson here with this peacock's tail. Looking at it from a nuanced perspective versus being very black and white about it. Okay, let's see. Group 2. We do have denial of connection. Too fast, too soon. Another person involved, not ready for deep connection, wrong timing, can't or won't commit, afraid of hurting you or hurting themselves. That just kind of feels like the energy at the bottom of the deck. Now, maybe for some of you guys, this is you. Maybe you're the Five of Pentacles energy, icing somebody out who wants to connect with you. I feel like for a lot of you, that's more of what's happening with this person. It feels like there's a specific person who is doing this to you. Now, either way, right? I feel like with that Eight of Pentacles, the answer is that you're kind of like investing more in your work. We do have fragmentation of the soul, significant drama from the past, irrational, unexplained fears, checking out in certain situations, overreactions to seemingly small problems. That's interesting. Yeah, I think you guys are going to connect with this person at least once because there is a fateful encounter here over the July timeline. But I feel like there's something here where Spirit is saying someone in this connection is still, I think, very easily triggered from their past, whether it's you or this person that you're dealing with. One thing that I do notice is that both of these in different ways talk about icing someone out or checking out of a situation. So I do see that mirrored with this Five of Pentacles that we were discussing, right? Like somebody that I'm picking up on in this reading has low self-worth and has a lot of inner work and healing that they need to do. And so I think that a part of what ends up happening is there's a withdrawal here. With all of these cards in reverse, there's a withdrawal of communication, a withdrawal of curiosity. I think even a little bit of a fear of looking inward, right? So just be honest with yourself, group 2. If this sounds like a person that you're dealing with, then you know, right? You know that this is them. But if this is something that kind of hits home for you, where you feel like you get triggered or you've been, kind of shutting down or checking out when somebody pushes a button, there may be something there for you to go inward and reflect on this month. I feel like if that's the case for you, it's going to come out as you're getting to know somebody, and the challenge is going to be how you regulate yourself if you're triggered. Okay, so let's see. Group 2. Group 2. We do have past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Makes a lot of sense. And then we do have rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. We have marriage at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you guys, maybe that's the wicked energies, that someone here is married or unavailable. But there is a soul connection here with the past life love. That's here, group 2. This person that you're dealing with is definitely somebody who is feeling familiar to you for a reason, whether you literally knew them in a past life or they're bringing up some sort of karmic healing work for you to do. And I feel like you guys are starting the beginning of the month by trying to like push it down or sort of like push them away or be in control of temptation when it comes to this person, kind of icing out the connection. And then something pivots where maybe toward the middle of the month, you do connect with them and you do get to know them a little bit better in some context. But with these cards in reverse, I think there is risk of shutting down with communication, or maybe even getting triggered and lashing out with communication in a way. And it's coming from a deeper wound. And I don't know if it's you, my viewer, or if it's this person. So just take it as it resonates for you. But Spirit is saying that there is going to be an ending here, right? Whether you are saying no thank you to this person or they're saying no thank you to you after getting to know each other, or maybe it's mutual. And they're saying that this rejection is actually divine protection, which I know sounds really cliche and annoying if we like somebody. But I feel like with the sunshine that's here, it's going to be very clear to you. It's going to be illuminated to you mid-month why. It's for your protection. So even if it feels kind of triggering in the moment or frustrating, or there's like this temptation to want to reach out or lash out or whatever it is, reconnect even though you know you probably shouldn't, it's going to be very clear mid-month why this person isn't a match for you, okay? So this is what I see, group 2. Looks intense. Comment below. Let me know what you guys have planned for the month of July in love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to the Himalayan salts, this is going to be your love reading for the month of July. So we're going to be looking into what's up next for you in love this month. Starting off with the overall energies, do keep in mind, you guys, this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so messages may vary in how specifically they're going to resonate with each viewer out there. So if anything feels confusing or doesn't feel like it fits your situation, just release it, let it go, and respect the messages for somebody else out there in the collective. If you guys did want to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below if you are looking for more personalized guidance. Okay, so group 3. Let's go ahead and jump into the overall energies, and then we'll get into the tarot. So overall energies for love this month, we have the new pearl. We have you deserve love. And we have attraction. So you guys are probably going to be annoyed with me, but I do feel that this month is going to be a month that's more about self-love. And we're going to see, of course, I'm going to get more cards to get more context and detail for you, but that's what the overall energy is telling me, right? The new pearl talks about the period of irritation that we go through before the gem is ready to emerge. And so I feel like there is still a little bit of grit that you guys are dealing with, a little bit of refinement that you're going through this month when it comes to knowing what you deserve. And you deserve love. You are lovable. And so I feel like that's the core message. It's like self-worth and walking and talking in alignment with your worth are going to be what is challenged this month, or what is refined rather for you this month. However, attraction is great because this is like about you guys getting out there and just enjoying yourself, having fun, connecting with your friends, doing whatever it is that you like to do that keeps you present in the moment and just enjoying your life, okay? So it's not necessarily all bad, but it does definitely feel like there's something this month that is pushing you guys to do just some last minute refinements here. Now, pearl is beautiful, right? Because pearls can be associated with wisdom, right? Think of like a pearl of wisdom. And it's because, right, it takes so long for that pearl to be created. It goes through grit to be this beautiful pearl. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, like, in time, and as I'm shuffling the deck, the Temperance card is coming out, which talks about divine timing, but in time, you will see that this benefits you, okay? So let's continue. Group 3. What's happening in love for group 3 this month? Okay, we do have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yep. Okay. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. The Magician. And the Strength card. And the 7 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, I think that you guys are probably starting off this month with, there's some sort of like a family disappointment or a family issue here with the 10 of Cups in reverse, or very simply just, it may not be family, it could be community related as well, groups related, but the 10 of Cups is typically family or, you know, sort of that idyllic emotional happiness that we can achieve in life, and it's in reverse. So there's some sort of disappointment or issue or discord here. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it's family, and I feel like whatever is happening, it is meant to help strengthen your self-love, right? It's going to test you, I think, a little bit, maybe trigger you a little bit, but it's only a little bit, right? Because the 3 of Swords next to it is in reverse, which tells me this is probably a wound that's healing for you, right? So even if it's a little activated early in July, it is something that is slowly healing for you. It's something I feel like you guys are already aware of. It's not going to be a tower moment or something crazy shocks you and surprises you. It's sort of just more of the status quo. Now, for some of you specifically, it may not be like a conflict. It may be more like a grief energy, right? Like you can see that here with the whale. Maybe somebody in your family recently transitioned, or, you know, grief is like a really interesting thing because it never really goes away. I mean, this could even be connected to somebody who's transitioned years ago in your family, a loved one, and it's kind of flaring up for you for some reason this month in July, right? It could be like the anniversary of somebody's death or something along those lines, right? And so that's why with this 3 of Swords in reverse, it's like something that you already know exists. It's something that you've already been working through and healing, not something that's fresh, right? So it's there, it's a downer, it's a bummer, but you're moving through it. Toward the middle to the end of the month, I do see things shifting for you, group 3. We have the Magician energy. This is about manifestation and creation and calling in and attracting in, right? Like with this card, what you desire in life and in love. And I feel like you guys are wanting to attract a partner. Like you are wanting to attract more enjoyment and fun and positive energy in your life, especially coming off of an early disappointment or just kind of like bummer, downer situation this month. And I think it's taking you a little bit of courage to do this with the Strength card, right? The Strength card is about mustering up the courage to do something brave. Sometimes this card comes up when we're feeling not confident in ourselves. And Spirit is saying you got to muster up the confidence and the willpower to do that. And that could also be a part of what's being refined here with the new pearl this month. So maybe it's like mustering up the strength to go out there and put yourself in a new situation. There's something here too about maybe you guys helping someone in need or helping a person in need. Like we have this mermaid, she's rescuing this whale from a net. So maybe there's something service oriented or help oriented or volunteer oriented maybe for some of you toward the end of the month that you're trying to do. Let's see. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot of, like I'm not feeling a strong presence of a partner here or someone significant coming in. But we'll see. It feels more like it's about you this month, group 3, kind of getting right with you. All right, group 3, what's happening? End of the month. We've got teasing, flirtatious, having a crush. Okay. We do have no you hang up. Okay. And then we have the stork. Okay. With cheers at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. So there's definitely like you guys talking to somebody, right? But it just might not be, it might not be somebody that's like super present. It could be somebody that's more on the peripheral right now. Like you talk, you text, there's a crush energy here, but it might not be something that is fully formed just yet. I feel like for some of you guys, you're the one that's kind of got your eye on the crush because it's like, in this you deserve love. Do you see how she's pulling back the arrow, getting ready to shoot her shot? And like Cupid is right behind her, the little cherubs. It might be you guys mustering up the courage to talk to somebody. Somebody that you've had your eye on. And you're just kind of like moving through your personal stuff. And then you find your moment for some of you. Whoever you're talking to, I do feel like they're playing a role in you healing or recovering from whatever it is. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a love interest. Again, we'll see. I'm going to pull some more cards to get some more info here. But toward the middle of the month, there's definitely enjoyable conversation, talking to somebody, feeling better. You know what I mean? I think feeling better about something. And I think you guys are also with the stork. This I feel is very much tied to this attraction and this magician energy and also the strength energy, which is like you manifesting. This says ideas manifested here. Being inspired to go out there and create and attract in what you desire. Something inspires you toward the end of the month that you guys are going to create or go after. So let's keep going. Let's see. Let's What's next in love, Spirit, in the month of July for group 3? We have telepathic. Exactly. It's like whoever you guys are talking to, you're on each other's mind a lot, but you're not in each other's like presence a lot, you know? Like this talks about almost randomly thinking about them, or they pop into your head and the same thing is happening about you for them, and synchronicities and signs connected to the person versus them actually being present with you. Someone that's got a flirty energy here. We also have reinvention, metamorphosis of mind and spirit, changing oneself into something better, working on shadow aspect and becoming aware of strengths and weaknesses. I love that. This very much aligns, and then we have fulfilled at the bottom of the deck. This very much aligns with you guys doing something toward the end of July, going after something, mustering up the courage to reinvent yourself in some way. It's like going after a new idea, something that inspires you, maybe even receiving some good news that helps you get there. It does require you to muster up courage, and maybe there is something I feel connected to you helping someone. Group 3, that kind of leads to this, like volunteer work, maybe something like that. But there's a new idea or the birth of something new toward the end of the month of July that's got you in a really good place, where you almost get to start fresh, and it's helping you, coming back to this new pearl, it's helping you to feel more connected to yourself and just more like you're enjoying your life a little bit more than you were, especially at the beginning. Okay, let's see. Group 3. Closing messages. We do have strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Yeah, that's the flirty energy. And then we do have boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. With denial at the bottom, detach with love to clearly see the truth. But I feel like you guys are, right? I think at the beginning of the month, maybe part of what's disappointing is you see it clearly, where you're like, well, that person was here for a good time, not a long time. There's a flirty, fun energy here, but there's a lack of longevity here. And so I definitely feel like they're popping up, right, a little bit toward the middle of the month, especially with that Magician card. Sometimes the Magician can be like, I don't know if you guys do something that attracts them in intentionally, or because you're in this manifesting energy for yourself anyway, it might attract them in regardless. I do feel like there is a phone call, a catching up, flirty energy with them. But ultimately, you guys are setting a boundary, because I think you realize that whoever you're dealing with, it's not a long-term serious person, you know? And you guys want more for yourself. You're looking into this reinvention energy and thinking more about what's going to make you feel the most fulfilled in your life, let alone in love, right? So it looks very intriguing, Group 3. I'm super curious to hear how this resonates and what you guys have planned. So comment below and let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye.